On today's episode, we are going to get into our Miami trip recap. We're going to tell you guys all about it and what it really was like being sober on our first vacation ever. We're going to get into all of it, guys. Grab your coffee and let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody.
What up, everybody? We back.
We are back. It feels weird.
It does. Feels off. Feel like we should be in Miami still.
Oh my gosh.
I got the blues. I'm not gonna lie.
It feels so weird right now to be back. I feel like we haven't recorded in forever, but it really has not been that long.
No, it's only been like what, a week or less?
Maybe like a week.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't even remember the last day, the last time we recorded because it was kind of all out of whack. But I do want to tell you guys there was a special episode dropped on Wednesday. It's a two-parter. If you didn't see it because it's an off day, part one is a full episode on YouTube. And then we even go deeper for another hour on our Patreon Off Topic. And the reason that the second half resides on Off Topic is because there's a lot of really sensitive information divulged in that episode. And it's not suitable for YouTube. So that is why we did that little crossover collaboration. And you guys really got to listen to it because it was really good. It's with Ophelia, and it is about her journey escaping a narcissistic, abusive relationship and coming off the heels of all of this stuff with P. Diddy. I think the timing was kind of impeccable. What did you think about all that stuff with P. Diddy?
About what he did to Cassie?
Yeah.
I think he's a coward. He's a punk for that. I think, let him go do some prison time. Let the men settle with him. This punk shit. I don't believe in that, what he did. Then, of course, he wants to come on and do an apology. Yeah, I think he's a coward for doing that, And then he comes on and apologizes, of course, because you got caught. You didn't. How many years has it been? You never came out and said nothing. Now it's because you were drunk and on drugs and all this other stuff. Sure. He's trying to protect his brain.
What about just a few months ago? And he's like, all of these allegations against me are absolutely false. And for people who are doing a money grab, blah, blah, blah. Oh, really?
No, not false. He was doing some things.
Yeah. Anyway.
I like what you always say. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Exactly.
And there's fire.
Oh, there's fire. Definitely. There's smoke and there's a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Too.
More's going to come out.
Yeah. But anyways, here you guys, this is the episode of Candidly with Coffee X Off Topic. I'm going to link the Patreon show down in the description. And, you can subscribe just for a short period of time just to kind of like check out some of the content and cancel. So it costs you $7 just to kind of like catch up on some content. But this was definitely, the part two is pretty juicy. So I recommend taking a listen to it. But yeah, we're definitely going to get into our Miami trip on this episode because I want to kind of get all into it. But I will start off with saying, and obviously we just came back from a trip from that was hosted by OneUp Nutrition, which is awesome. But I'm going to go right into talking about OneUp Nutrition because the protocol that I did coming while on the trip and then coming home was absolutely perfect. It's like the trifecta for coming back from a trip. So I did the Gut Health Plus, the Daily Cleanse, and the Watershed. So when we returned on Monday, we had 2 heavy days of eating.
Yes, we did.
I bumped up the volume of my those supplements. So I did 4 Daily Cleanse and 4 Watershed on Monday evening and then on Tuesday morning. And I was flat and feeling lean and not bloated or any residual effects from heavy pasta cheat night and then a heavy pizza cheat plus donuts.
Oh, plus donuts. Don't forget the donuts.
So, it was heavy as can be. And OneUp Nutrition, you guys, I highly recommend. This is kind of like going to be my go-to from now on. I also took all 3 of those while on the trip, but I only took like a little one Daily Cleanse pill, 1 Gut Health Plus, and then I took the Watershed only on 1 day. But highly recommend. Cogenine saves you from OneUp Nutrition, and these are great to have on hand for travel days leading up to a vacation and then coming back from your vacation to help get you on track.
I stayed consistent. I was doing my creatine, BCAA, sour magnesium, and the electrolytes every morning. I packed them in Ziploc bags for each day.
The super magnesium.
Yeah, super magnesium. There you go, from OneUp Nutrition.
Yeah.
And that's a lesson to you people. Like, you wonder what to do on vacation. Follow our lead. Pack protein bars like we did. Mm-hmm. I packed powders. Well, I had those little individual protein powders, so I make sure I got my protein in. And then I had all the other supplements.
Yeah, so
and my vitamins.
OneUp Nutrition always, you always get free samples with your orders. Always request the free samples that you want, because then you can just save those. Don't use them and save them for travel.
Yes.
They'll do the pre-workout.
Yep.
They give you the greens. They give you the protein powders. It was funny because you were using the salted caramel protein powder, and that was the Sydney Adams collab. And
I didn't
I'm like,
know.
hey,
I didn't pay attention.
because we met her and hung out with her and her fiance, and I was like, hey, you know the girl that we were talking to earlier today? That's the paper. That's the girl that's on your protein powder
I didn't know
package.
that. That's hella cool. She's a cool girl, though.
I know.
She's real cool. I got to talk to her, too. We're on the treadmill. What was it, the day of the mansion party? We're just chopping it up, you know? She's a cool girl.
Yeah. The funny thing is I've watched Sydney Adams vlogs for a long time, and she's way younger than me. She's actually like my kid's age, right in between Tyler and Alyssa.
Yeah, she's a baby.
And but I've always liked her vlogs for some reason. Some people you just gravitate towards. They're just a lot of home stuff and organization, clean eating, and I just have them on in the background a lot.
Yeah.
And so it was cool to meet her in person. I felt like motherly with her, because she's like Alyssa, really a fitness girl, simple, not a partier, you know, very similar to Alyssa.
And she's like you as far as like social battery.
Yeah, we were both talking about how we get drained from social activity. I like it's enjoyable, but it also like I have to recharge.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to get into that, though, because that kind of goes into what I wanted to talk about on the trip. But I mean, let's just kind of recap the trip. So we got there, and it was actually like a heat wave in Miami. It was some of the hottest weather that Miami has seen in decades. Hottest and most humid.
We walked into a goddamn sauna. That's what it felt like. It felt like when you first walk into a sauna, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. As soon as we landed and actually got out of the airport, like, whoa, this is a heat wave. This is going to be a tough. And that was nighttime.
Yeah, the glasses fogged up. My
glasses fogged up.
My skin instantly felt clammy, like it was wet.
Yeah.
And the entire time I was there, like I felt like I constantly needed to change. That's one thing. It's like I didn't pack enough underwear. I would have wanted to change my underwear like 3 times a day. Like underwear, like I would have packed more shorts for working out. I only packed 1 pair of workout shorts.
Oh, you're tripping.
I packed leggings.
Oh, hell no. You crazy from Miami?
Yeah. Well, I honestly just didn't remember. And it was hotter than normal.
I looked at it too. It said a heat wave. I read it. It said warning. It's going to be an extreme heat wave.
Yeah, it was.
And yeah, it was brutal.
It was crazy. So the first day we got there, we went to like CVS and we stocked up on waters.
Yes.
We got energy drinks and I think gum. I think that's kind of it, right?
Yeah, because you already had snacks.
Yeah, because we packed all of the travel stuff from OneUp Nutrition, so like the sample stuff. And then we packed tons of protein bars.
Yep, we did.
So I packed Anna bars, we packed Bear Bells, we had some almonds, and then we had some treats because I had gotten some chocolates for Mother's Day. So I brought my little treats for Mother's Day, so I figured we would enjoy them there. And we like stocked up the little mini bar area with all of our snacks. And you would have thought there's no way we were gonna get through all of that. Those protein bars came in so handy.
Oh yeah, we got through them all right.
We ate every single protein bar that we brought, and we probably would have ate more if we had more.
But you know, that's a good lesson for you guys. Is instead of like getting tempted to eat all the bullshit outside, because food is good. You have to be careful. Desserts, they'll get you. That kind of was our desserts, was our protein bars.
Yeah, like for most of the days, I just kind of stuck to my same routine. In the morning, I had an energy drink and a Bear Bells. At night before bed, I had like a protein bar or like a little protein treat before bed. I kept to my same routine until the last night, which that's kind of always what I've done on vacations, and it works for me. I kind of like stay clean. I start the day clean. I stay clean throughout the day. If I'm going to have a little splurge, I'll splurge a little bit more in the evening. I'll eat a little more calories than I normally would while I'm traveling. And then on the last night, I'll have like my I'll push my cheat day or my cheat meal to the last meal of the trip. That way I don't risk just feeling uncomfortable on the trip or eating something bad that's not going to agree with me or whatever.
Yeah, that was a good little system you had. And waters too. Always pack waters. Or go to the store, Go to the store and grab waters. And always ask your hotel where's the ice machine. 9 times out of 10, the hotels have ice machine. And another thing that I did is I brought my flask. My little
yeah, that was smart. The hydro flask.
Hydro flask, yeah. Always bring a hydro flask if you can't pack it in there, make it work.
And the Eden Rock actually had purified water stations everywhere, as did the airport.
Yes.
So I saw everybody kind of walking in with their flask. That's a common thing now, I guess. And it's going to be much cheaper than buying waters.
Oh, yeah. Waters are expensive.
We were there for 5 nights. We didn't buy a single thing from the minibar or a single room service. Like, we didn't spend any money there. No. Nothing.
All I did was get us those yogurt bowls and the yogurt things in the morning for breakfast.
But yeah, you paid for those. You didn't charge us the room.
No.
So I mean, we had nothing like on the room because like room service is outrageous.
Oh, it's outrageous. It's probably like $60-$70 every time.
Yeah, it's
just
crazy.
for a little breakfast.
It would be more than that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a ripoff.
Yeah, so we were really smart about it, and this is kind of like the routine. The reason I'm talking about this is because people often ask. This is a common question. How do I handle travel? So this is how you handle travel. We actually just went over this with our clients. You get your movement in before your vacation day starts.
Always.
So if your family's there and you guys have got excursions or you're doing this, that, and the other at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever, then you wake up earlier because guess what? Hotel rooms have gyms for a reason.
Yes, they do. And they're usually open 24 hours, so no excuse. I was up at 5 a.m. before the sun rose in Miami. So it's like 2 a.m. Cali time. I got it in every morning because I knew we had a long day. There's no way I'm going to go after our events every day. No way.
So you get your movement in like we did. We got our movement in. I stuck to my same routine as much as possible on this trip. I even kind of stayed on California time, but I stuck to my same workout routine for the most part. I didn't work out Sunday, but I normally don't at home either. But I did get an extra workout day in because I normally don't work out on Fridays, but I did work out a full workout on Friday. So you stick to your routine as much as possible. That helps. But get up before your family is going to start their vacation. Get movement in and start your day off high protein and cleaner. If you start your vacation day dirty with pastries or donuts or whatever,
it's over.
It's going to impact all of your decisions for the rest of the day.
It's over.
So you have to start the day early. I mean, start the day on a good note. So if you get movement in and start the day with high protein and a healthy options breakfast, which you can get anywhere. I don't care what country you're in. I don't care where you're at. Hotel rooms, you can get yogurt bowls. You can get eggs. You can skip the pastries and the breads and all of that stuff. It's not that difficult.
Also, for those of you traveling on business, I don't know how many you guys listen to travel on business, call ahead and find out if they have a microwave, if they can get a microwave to a room. So if some of you that have MegaFit meals, pack your meals with you. Get like a little container. You can take them with you.
I mean, you can recommend that. I wouldn't recommend on a vacation for someone to be packing meal preps personally. I only ever tell clients that if it's a business trip. So the first night that we got there, the first night was we had a free night because I wanted to make sure we had some like downtime before the festivities because I knew that once the festivities started, it would be kind of crazy. So we did go to Prime 112 and Mike had the biggest burger I've ever seen in my life.
1 pound burger, put it away.
It was huge. And I would have thought the waiter might have even would have warned you hey, that's a huge burger.
Gave me no warning at all.
Because you know how I've seen 1 pound burgers, they just stack them tall, but that was the difference. This one was just big this way.
Yeah, it was good though. The meat was real tender, so it was easy to eat. They made it on point. I told them medium and it was medium. A lot of places you order it, tell them medium, it's still kind of cooked in the middle. Like, man, they don't hit on the money or it's kind of chewy. Theirs was really the bread was soft, so it made it easy to eat.
Yeah, and the meat was almost crumbly.
I didn't want filet mignon. I didn't want to rock in my stomach. Sometimes steak just sits in your stomach. I just wasn't feeling it.
It sits in my stomach. That's why I avoided it the whole trip so that I wouldn't feel bloated. And I never really felt bloated. Only after the Fogo de Chao night, the team dinner night, I felt like something bothered my stomach a little bit that day. But it kind of quickly went away. But lesson learned, I am going to pack a plethora of different medications to be on hand, like Gas X and Tums and things like that for future trips, just to like in case something happens or before I go to a dinner. Take something ahead of time.
Was in that fucking food because it had me a little gassy afterwards too.
It did, yeah. So
I wasn't sick like you, but I was a little gassy.
Something affected us both from there. So I wonder what it was. But they had this one thing that I had 2 servings of because it was so good. It was fried cheese, and now I'm going to try it at home. But fried cheese with honey drizzled on top of it. How amazing is that? And like, I never thought about like think about this. Think about doing a grilled cheese sandwich with like honey on it.
Oh no, we do it with syrup.
No, but I'm saying I got an idea, like just putting some honey.
That might be good.
Yeah, putting honey on like a grilled cheese sandwich or with cheese. I never thought to put honey with cheese. And another thing,
that might throw it off real good.
We went to a dinner like after the team dinner. We went on not the team dinner after the team workout. We went to a place called Taco Taco. We had little like burrito bowls, and in the burrito bowl, they put pickled onions, and it set it off. And I've never done that. I only use my pickled onions for my Mediterranean wraps and my Mediterranean bowls. But I never thought about putting it in a burrito bowl. So there's another tip for you guys. Put your pickled onions in a burrito bowl.
Yeah, it was good, actually. I was impressed for Miami, you know what I'm saying? Because usually Miami don't got like, you know, they're not known for Mexican food, but that pickled onions really set it off. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm going to do that from now on, too.
Yeah, so it made me excited to try that. And another thing, we went to a place called Pura Vida, and they had tons of clean food there. They're all over Miami. There was several of them out there, and they had tons of like clean, healthy options. I got the almond butter toast and the overnight oats. And then when I came home, I tried to recreate the overnight oats, and I actually came pretty damn close. And I if you're a client of mine, it's in the app. It's called Jay's Pura Vida Overnight Oats. It's already in the app. And if you're not a client, you can still see it, the video of it on Instagram. But I didn't put the macros in on my Instagram video. You got to just log it and figure it out. Because people were asking me for the macros. I'm like, I was too lazy because I put it in our app.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's the benefit the clients have. They get the macros and Instagram doesn't.
Oh, well, too bad. You have your client. Don't get it all.
I had a few people like DM me macros. I was like, yeah, you know how you do the macros? Put all the ingredients in your app, and there's your macros, you lazy ass.
Exactly. You ain't my client. They want you to do the work from like, are you a paying client? No. Sorry.
Seriously, though, sometimes it's like another extra added thing. And the way I look at it is I'm giving you the macros, but it's for my exact ingredients. Chances are you're going to make the overnight oats with a slightly different protein powder, a different maple syrup, you know, a different product, so that it's going to be different anyways. So you're going to need to calculate it anyway. So just calculate it out yourself.
So you told them to track it themselves?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Did.
You should. They're not your paying clients.
I know. I'm just so busy that I'm like, you're lucky I got that video up to begin with and shared it with the public and not just with the clients.
It will be pushy too goddamn much.
All right. Moving on to Comment Corner. This one comes to us from Mantron IX Tube. One of my favorite channels. Congrats on 50. Your channel has inspired me to really get rid of my COVID weight. By the way, guys.
COVID weight?
I know. It's been a lot of years for the COVID weight.
Jesus Christ. Dude, it's 2024. 4 years ago.
Anyways, well, we've inspired her to get rid of it, though.
I know, but I'm just saying, that's a long time, 4 years.
Mike's not in the best mood, guys, so he's going to be a little lethal with his commentary here. But we did hit 50K while we were in Miami, and I had set that goal. I had that goal. I think I told you as well.
You did.
And it was kind of not looking like it was going to happen. Then suddenly when we got there, I got like 1,000 subscribers. It was kind of crazy how that works.
They were feeling the vibe, that's why.
Yeah, and I had so many people comment actually, we'll get into the more comment corner. Let's get to the next one.
You didn't do the noise.
I know I didn't, but that's okay. Madison Sullivan, 1660. You'll hit your goal. I know it. I think she's talking to my 100K goal by the end of the year. You're so motivated and work your ass off. You've grown so much since I followed. You motivate and inspire and are so uplifting. I just love watching you. And then she wrote, edit, you've more than doubled since I followed you. Amazing. I have. Like, that's crazy. So that means I must have been like around 25K when she started following.
Following the journey, pushing it ahead.
Yeah, we appreciate it so much, you guys. I was honestly, I had like moments of sheer, true gratitude every moment, every morning in Miami when I woke up there. Like, wow, I'm so grateful to be here. Like, this is amazing. And I never want to lose those feelings of gratitude. Like, as you grow, then your gratitude should just follow, right? Because you're grateful for different things. But you should always never lose sight of showing gratitude for your blessings, because I always look back and think, wow, how far we've come. And just when you think like, you know, what else could happen, more things happen, and then you have to look back and again, look how far you've come. You can never stop doing that. I think if you stop doing that, that's when the growth stops.
Yeah. Gotta always give gratitude. People aren't even grateful just to wake up every day. I always do that. I always go outside while the sun's rising and give my gratitude. Like, this is a blessing, man. Look. People need to do that more often.
Yeah. Showing
Little
gratitude
things.
on a daily basis is actually an essential part of a proper morning routine, because no matter how bad things are, you should always be able to find something to be grateful for. And honestly, at the very least, if you're breathing, there's your gratitude.
There's hope. Hope. There's hope. You can fight. What did I just post on my Instagram page? A dude in a wheelchair can't use arm or legs, but he's grateful he's alive. He says, "I use my mind. My mind's my strongest weapon." He said, "I'm the mindset disruptor."
Yeah.
Let you weak ass people know, like, look, I got no arms and legs, and I still get shit done. That's respectable.
Yeah. Well, he has his arms and legs, but he doesn't have full mobility. But what he did, you know what he told us when we left? He said, "Hey, when next time you're walking into the gym and you're like not wanting to go there, I want you to stop and think about people like me who would give anything to be able to do that." That like hit me so deep when he said that. I was like, "You're abso-freaking-lutely right."
Yeah. I wish more people would know that.
Yeah.
To see his story could be like, look, there's more people like him that wish they would give everything they can to walk in the gym and work out like we do and get stimulated.
Yeah. All right. The next one is Piggy Loves Ollie. Similarly, I just stopped drinking in December, even though I hardly drink anyway. I just noticed I didn't feel good, even after half a glass of wine. So I said, why have it at all? Now, if only I can do the same with ice cream, LOL, which also makes me miserable. To be determined. What an amazing trip and all the good food. Now, on that note, I want to talk a little bit about our sobriety on the trip. So this was actually the first vacation, full vacation trip that I've ever gone on that I did not drink alcohol. I did go to LA with Lisa where I didn't drink, but this was like that was like a quick weekend. This was like a full 5-day trip surrounded by drinking and alcohol and partying with free flowing, absolutely free alcohol, the top of the line, Clase Azul, all the things that I love. And it was fine for me.
Yeah, me too. I had no temptation
I
whatsoever.
had zero temptation because I felt so good. And you guys, the only regret I had on the trip was, why didn't I do this sooner? It's the first trip in my entire adult life that I wasn't dragging ass to get through.
You know the best part about it? I just talked about this on my Instagram is didn't nurse her hangover and didn't waste a day away sleeping. I remember everything about this trip. There's nothing I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, what happened last night? Or what happened yesterday? I remember everything.
Yeah, and we always had time to spare. It's like, oh, okay, we don't have to be there till 1. Cool, let's go explore this neighborhood and let's go get this clean breakfast. Let's go check out the donuts.
Yes.
Because we weren't waiting in bed till the last minute nursing a hangover with one foot stabilizing the room from spinning.
Yep.
That's what I used to do. I would put one leg out and put it on the ground so that the room would stop spinning. And then I would have the anxiety thinking about what did I do and say the day before that was out of character for me. I didn't have any anxiety. But here's the thing. What I thought I would deal with big time was social anxiety without the alcohol, without the crutch. I didn't need the crutch. I was more social.
Why not?
I don't know.
You don't know why you didn't eat it? You just think you just came out of your shell, or what was it?
I don't know. I think that I thought that I needed it, but it was the alcohol that gave me the anxiety to begin with. So like it was the constant flow of alcohol in my system that had me at a higher level of anxiety all the time. Because if you think about it, you're drinking every weekend, pretty much.
Yeah.
1 to 2 cocktails, especially during our heavy party days. We were drinking every weekend. So my anxiety level is baseline is always high. I'm just anxious all the time. I think that's normal. The truth is, it's not normal. Truth be told, I'm not a very anxious person. I actually don't get anxiety very often.
I had zero anxiety flying on the plane and coming home on the plane. Zero. The whole trip, nothing. I have zero anxiety now, so it's definitely the alcohol.
I used to require a Xanax to fly. What would I also do at the airport in order to fly? Have a couple drinks, thinking it's going to calm the nerves? It's giving me anxiety. The flights home from Vegas, the way they were so anxiety-ridden. Remember how anxious we would get?
Of course, because of turbulence. We knew it was going to hit turbulence coming out of there.
And we're full of alcohol.
Yep, already from the night before.
From the nights before.
Yeah, nights before, exactly.
So, shocking turn of events, I didn't need alcohol. I still am someone that needs to recharge my social battery. That I still know about myself. It's just that I get drained from being social and I kind of like need a break. I'm someone that I need to be able to retreat to my hotel room and kind of like recharge and have alone time. Like I wouldn't want to like stay with people.
No. I like that we left and then take a little break and then see them later.
Yeah, like I need my break from people for a little bit and then I'm fine, but I need a break. So that's why I'm not one that wants to do a big group all inside of like an Airbnb or something.
Hell no.
I don't like that. I know like even when I went on my sister's birthday trip a while ago, I asked her like, can I please get my own room? Like I just need
separation time.
I do. I need to recharge. But that's not the same as social anxiety because I didn't feel anxious at all. I didn't know a single person. A lot of the people had like large following, very well-known influencers and the millions of followers.
I told you on this trip, I said, you better make it worth it. You better network and talk to people. I know I was going to. That's easy for me, natural, but I knew you had to come out of your little shell and talk to people, which you did, which was good. Got to meet these people, talk to them, network.
Yeah, it was great. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. Everybody was amazing. Nobody came in there with a big head.
No.
Like you'd be talking to someone and have zero idea that particular person has a very large following on social media. They're very successful. They're just like everybody else. Nobody came in with an ego. I think that speaks volumes to OneUp Nutrition. I think that they cater to like a certain type of,
Yeah.
certain type of person, and it shows. It also shows in the way the employees, you can tell they love working for OneUp Nutrition.
Yeah, they do. They talk to us and everything. One dude was telling us our story. One dude works out of Bogota, Colombia.
Yeah,
Crazy.
He works remote.
Yeah.
But that you can tell they truly love their company, and you can tell the dean loves his employees and loves, and they love they said that their company is built off of influencers.
Well, that dude's a genius. He's a smart businessman. He knows. This is the arrogance of a lot of CEOs, is they become big-headed. They think their people are below them and they don't treat them right. And they fuck around and find out, then their good people start leaving, going elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you take care of your people, that's going to take care of your company. That's going to be more success for you. But nope, A lot of CEOs they mess up. They fuck up and they get too big for their own britches and they lose their good employees. You worked with a supplement company before.
They were terrible.
Exactly.
But that's why I sought out. People asked me while I was there, how long have you been with OneUp? And, how did you get with them? I said, I sought them out. I was watching lots of different social medias from the different supplement companies. And, I had them in my sights because we had met Vadim and his wife years before.
Saying that, yep.
But I was very careful. Like I wanted to make a right decision because I don't want to bounce around and like promote all these different things to like my following. I really wanted to find something that I was going to stay with for the long haul.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I made the right decision because especially, if I didn't love the products before and the company before, I definitely do now because being part of the environment and just seeing the culture of the company, how they care about the company and the products and that they manufacture their own and just the way they treated us, honestly.
Yeah.
Like so grateful for us helping promote their company, but we're so grateful for them to do such kind things. But it was a really great experience. But to answer some of your questions that you've asked, like, did you miss the spicy margarita, jalapeno margaritas? Were you like sad that you couldn't have one? For me personally, I'll answer for me, not at all. How about you?
Not at all. I'm good. I love the way I felt every morning. Nice and refreshed, ready to go, conquer the day. More importantly, get my coffee, hit the gym, not hurting, not nursing a hangover. And what you said, not sleeping in and wasting the whole day. People waste their whole vacation hungover in the room. It's a beautiful day and just flying by you because you're nursing a hangover. That's the old us. So no.
This is the first time in Miami that I didn't feel that way. I remember previous trips, I would always feel kind of sad, like, damn, I can't get my ass together before 2 o'clock. I wouldn't leave the room until 2 o'clock. And then we'd like drag our asses to try to find breakfast. And it was always a real slow service. But
remember that?
But it was just because we're so impatient and grumpy.
Yeah.
And I would like to say on another note, my son and daughter, they watched the house and the dogs, and Tyler said, I've always dreaded you guys coming back from vacation because you're just tyrants. You come back in the worst mood, just grumpy, snappy, edgy. And he said, this was the first trip we've ever come back from where we look refreshed and happy and in a great mood, even though we were tired.
That's crazy. We were like on 3 hours of sleep or so, 3.5 hours of sleep.
Because we almost took like a reverse red eye to come home.
Yeah.
So we were tired, but I wasn't edgy. I wasn't grumpy. I didn't have a hard time getting back into a routine. I felt good.
We were pretty alert, pretty sharp in the morning. You know, I struggled a little bit waking up, but once I turned that shower, hit that cold, woke me up, I didn't feel too bad. It wasn't really till we sat on the plane I felt tired. But other than that, felt pretty good.
Yeah, I was tired on the plane and slept a little bit on the plane. But I will say that I did enjoy a couple of mocktails while I was there. So you ask the bartender for a mocktail, they'll make a beautiful drink with no alcohol in it. And then nobody's going to ask you if you want to drink. You're drinking a beautiful cocktail.
It was good. I'll give you that.
You feel like you're partaking, so you feel like you're part of it. And it's the mocktail. The funny thing is the mocktail actually tastes better than the cocktail because the cocktail kind of makes it taste like shit.
Yeah, next time I'm going to order a spicy jalapeno margarita minus a tequila.
Yeah.
That girl did. That tall girl that was part of OneUp, she had a mocktail at Fogo de Chao.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about ordering one. I was on Diet Cokes.
Yeah, because I love my Diet Coke.
So do
man.
I don't miss the alcohol, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know why people think in their head that they can't live without it. Like they're so brainwashed.
You know what it is? Because I think back, I try to put myself in their shoes. If you stop, I want you to stop and think about how long has it been since you have been alcohol free for 30 days? I want you guys listening. This is what I want. Comment. I want to know.
Comment. That's
comment this. I really want to know. How long has it been since you've been zero alcohol for 30 days? And if it has been some time, it's probably time to do a little month sobriety, just a check-in with yourself and really pay attention to how you feel.
Yeah.
Really pay attention to your mental clarity, your mood, your anxiety, everything else. Because I think people operate on alcohol running through their veins quite frequently don't think that they do because they think, oh, I don't really drink that much. You probably don't, but you drink enough.
And then they wonder why their anxiety is fucking high. The frequency of anxiety is so high.
That's why when somebody tells me, I have a problem with anxiety, the first thing I'll say is, well, do you drink alcohol?
Yes.
Because alcohol, literally, Dr. Andrew Huberman talks about it. It will surge cortisol. You get like a surge of cortisol and adrenaline. And even long after that alcohol is metabolized, your baseline cortisol and adrenaline is running high. Yeah. So you're anxious. I know you...
Well, think about this. You used to say it too, and it's so true. You think like alcohol because let's just say you catch a good fade. You're pretty fucked up, you're buzzed. But you still have a hard time falling asleep. Do you ever feel your heart palpitating?
Yeah. The worst.
It's beating fast.
It's adrenaline. That's adrenaline.
See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Alcohol allegedly should not be doing that. It should calm it down. I used to get that too. And sometimes sweating at night.
Yeah. And even if you feel like you pass out drunk, you'll wake up with the heart palpitations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
And you know what it is like I want people to... I had one regret from this trip. When I came home and I got into bed and I thought, man, my regret is that I wish I would have got off my freaking... just my mindset, switch my mindset and done this earlier. Because I fucked off a lot of vacations because I felt like I needed to drink.
How many times you get sick on vacations?
so many times.
Almost every time we went out of town. By the night,
that's why I just said I ruined so many vacations. So many vacations, I either truly full blown was out of commission on the vacation, or when I came back, or I would only enjoy the first night and maybe day and a half. And then I was just like hating it, trying to power through. That's not what vacations should feel like. Have you ever heard people talk about vacations like, oh, I need a vacation from my vacation? Guess what? You don't need a vacation from your vacation if you're not drinking your ass off on that trip, because I feel great.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why people think they can't enjoy themselves without it. They just need to have it. Like, you do not need to have it. Trust me. Try a vacation without it. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be happy you did it. You're going to look back like, fuck, why didn't I, like you said, why didn't I do this sooner?
I'm just shocked.
Same thing with me. Why didn't I do this sooner? We're just destroying yourself. Not only that, the amount of money you're spending on alcohol, you're just burning money. Like, take a stack of money and just burning through it.
It's so much. Like, let me
Could you imagine if we drank in all those days
Did
we were there?
you notice how expensive dinners were? Like, and we had no alcohol. Our Prime 112 was what, $250, and then Carbone $275 or something like that. No alcohol. 2 people just eating regular dinner. That's how expensive it is. If we were drinking, we would have normally on vacation, we would have had 2 drinks each at dinner. That would have been an additional $150 to the bill.
Easy.
So those dinner bills would have been like $400, almost $500.
Ridiculous. Just for some food. Just for going out and enjoying ourselves at dinner. Don't get me wrong, they're good and all, but it's expensive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. You think about it.
And I just, like I said, that was the first time ever in Miami without drinking. And it was the best trip I've ever had to Miami. Just in terms of like, we were always ready to get up and go. Like I did sleep very good on the trip, 8 hours every night.
You slept like a champ.
I slept
which you're lucky. I'm not jealous, but I didn't sleep. I was just my body was just waking up and my mind just couldn't go back to sleep.
I slept really good, but you would call me like, hey, do you want to go check out this place or do this? And I'd be like, yeah, give me 10 minutes to get ready. It was like a no-brainer. I could pop out of bed and get ready. And
I know I was at the gym that day for like, an hour and a half or so. And I was like, let me ask her if she wants to go to this Pura Vida, because they were telling me that they want to go. And she was like, she kept, Cindy Adams, she kept saying. Sydney. So my bad. Let me correct myself. Sydney. She kept telling me, you got to take your wife there. She'll love the overnight oats and the almond butter toast.
Yeah.
I said, all right. Well, I thought that's what gave me the idea. Like, you know what? We got to go out and get donuts anyways. Forget the yogurt bowl test. Get out of the room. Let's go check it out.
Yeah. And honestly, that was the best thing we did there, was go there. And now I can't get it out of my mind. And of course, we did do a little bit of discovering little neighborhoods around there. And we pretty much feel like we want to live in South Beach.
Yeah.
It's just more our vibe. It's more because it's like that. It's not right in the hustle and bustle. It's up a ways. But it's got like where the nice dinner spots are. It's walkable. A lot of things are walkable. There was a Publix. There's a Trader Joe's nearby.
Yeah.
There's like the Pura Vida place, which that's the kind of little food spots. There's like a yoga spot and a little gym. And it's so nice. And it's so close to the beach. Like that is where I want to live.
Yeah, it's comfortable. We like it. Exactly what we do. We'd walk to our favorite places in the morning, like coffee, Trader Joe's, Publix, like you said. Couple little breakfast spots. There's the Pink. What's it called? Something Pink.
Big Pink?
Yeah, there you go. The Big Pink, which I didn't get to have this time, but maybe next time. Shout out Big Pink. Oh my God, it's a great breakfast spot in Miami.
Yeah, so like I went there with a different mindset. Like, okay, if I lived here, what would it be like? I would get up, have my coffee, let the dogs out, maybe go for a little walk, go walk to a cafe, get some work done.
Yeah.
At a coffee shop. Like it was all like really cool little area like that where you could do all of that. And then dinners, like the dinner spots, walk to all the cool dinner spots, Poppy Steak,
I know it's
Carbone,
right
all of that
you
stuff was
don't need no car.
Nikki Beach, all of that stuff is literally right there. Like Vadim and his wife live in the area, and he said he hardly takes his car out. He gets up, he has his coffee, he walks his dog, he takes his sand bike down the beach, goes to the office.
Yeah.
Like I'm like that. He just described like that's what I want.
Yeah.
Like that's the life I want.
That's the life
In this stage of my life.
And what did we notice about Miami? No one ever complained about living there. They absolutely love it.
Yes.
Compared to California, we're always complaining.
Every single person that we met said, I love Miami. And when we would tell them we're thinking about relocating there, they would say, well, I'll tell you this, all of my friends that have ever relocated here, and I have many from California, that one guy, he said, I have several from California. They don't regret it.
Yeah.
We love Miami. They actually gave us a recommendation of another area we should check out, which we should. It was like 20 minutes away. This is kind of similar, cool vibe, like beachside, lots of little shops, and
I forgot the area.
Allure or something.
Yeah.
I have to look.
Yeah.
But anyways, I loved that spot, and when I saw that they had a Pura Vida there, and I'm like, and I saw there was like a little gym and a coffee shop near it or whatever. I was like, oh my God, I could literally picture myself sitting on that table with the dogs.
Oh yeah, they got your OT out there too. We saw it. Right
Yeah,
there
we saw an Orange Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very cool. I could definitely see it. And to answer everyone's questions about the not drinking, it was not an issue at all.
Not at all. Easy money. And listen, even further, let me go a little further than that. There's a lot of people smoking weed out there, right? Do we not smoke weed?
A lot.
I didn't get tempted one bit. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't missed over. Hasn't even been a year from me. I'm going what? It's about to be June. What is
Like
that?
7 months.
7 months. So I'm still fresh. But no temptation, nothing. Another post I said, man, it felt good. No alcohol, no weed, no drugs, nothing. It feels good. I remember everything about the trip. That's the beautiful part about it.
When Tyler said that, I'm like, wow, that hit home. And he was right. I didn't feel grumpy. I remember that feeling. And I remember I would always feel that need, that I need a vacation from my vacation. And look, we enjoyed ourselves the last day. So Sunday, we had donuts, the salty donut, by the way, 10 out of 10 in Miami.
Fire. And the coffee.
Oh, the coffee there too. I had a cinnamon cereal crunch latte.
Yeah, it was fire.
You guys, oh my God, it was but that was a very cute little spot too, the salty. So we had donuts, and then, we had a carbone, like a pasta dinner, which I didn't feel bad after at all.
No.
But they didn't overserve. Their portions were very normal one-person portions.
Yeah, they weren't bad. I thought it was going to be big old Maggiano's, kind of or a cheesecake, big old, no.
No, not at all.
It's kind of like they save you from yourself.
They do, because I would have ate more if they gave me more. But so there was carbone, and then we came back from carbone, finished off the donuts that we had bought earlier.
Of course we did.
And then on Monday, we wanted to, end the trip with a bang, and we had Slice of Homage.
Yes.
Which is our favorite pizza. It's amazing
for you
here in
locals
San Jose.
For you locals in the Bay Area, it's a must. Even if you don't live in San Jose, even if you have to drive to San Jose to get that pizza, let me tell you, worth it.
Yeah, and so we did that, and like I said, I did that OneUp Nutrition protocol. I did the water pill. I drank a lot of water, and I took the water pills, the cleanse, and the gut health, and I did that 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, and I feel great. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel heavy. I don't feel jiggly. I feel really good.
Yeah, that's good, man. I don't feel bad either. I feel like I'm getting back to my normal. We fasted, yesterday?
Yeah.
That wasn't bad at all.
Yeah. And then we did a fast, our 24-hour fast on Tuesday. And that was really easy for me because I was so busy, and I knew I would be so busy, and I knew that we needed to grocery shop. We weren't going to have a lot of food. So what a great opportunity to just fast, which was not difficult for me at all. I had plenty of calories in me from Sunday and Monday.
Exactly.
So, and then today I'm back on my normal macros, and I feel really good. Like I've never felt this good coming back from a trip. And I know that it's because of the alcohol.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah,
it
and
is.
I'm gonna put up a picture on this show right now. I found it in Mike's phone from Vegas. I was 115 pounds, by the way, in this picture. Very skinny fat. I was 6 pounds. I'm about 120-ish pounds right now. I was like 5-6 pounds lighter than I am right now. Look at my stomach in this picture. Look at the alcohol bloat. And mind you, I did the shredding for that trip. I did a cut for that trip. So I was probably thinking I looked all good, and look at my freaking stomach. It's just bleh.
Yeah, you had some bloat going on.
And I thought I was thin, and I was thin everywhere else, but my stomach has alcohol bloat.
Yeah.
It's gross.
People don't realize that. Hindsight's 20/20. Got to look at the picture. Also, I think I noticed too, I said, look at our faces in a lot of pictures we took. And if you go back and look at our faces before we were partying and drinking, you can probably see the difference. And we were much younger back then.
Yeah.
You're talking about 10 plus years ago when we first came here. You can look at our, at least for me, I know my face was like,
no, I mean, a lot of people commented and said, hey, you guys look like you were glowing in Miami. Listen, it has to be that because we felt rested and we felt good. We were enjoying ourselves and we weren't drinking. So I didn't have bags under my eyes. I wasn't dragging ass. I really wasn't. By the way, I also discovered while I was there the best makeup setting spray that I've ever tried in my entire life. My makeup would not budge for the entire day, even in 100-degree humid weather. I did not show a bead of sweat on my face. My face stayed matte, and it was called One Size. I'll never get another setting spray again. That shit worked really, really good. So I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in trying it. But especially if you're in a humid climate or going on vacation, I actually got 2 bottles of it when I was out there. And I brought 1 bottle for Alyssa because she's about to go to Cabo. I'm like, you've got to use this setting spray for Cabo.
It'll probably be a little humid out there.
In Cabo?
Yeah, they get some humidity. Nothing like Miami, though. Nothing like Florida.
Yeah. All right. We have one more comment. And that is from Nancy Green, 865. My kind of people loving the donuts. Nice to see you and Mike having lots of fun. Janine, I love all of your outfits. Also love the sunglasses. Mike was styling too. You were styling on this trip. You had some really nice outfits.
Yeah. Fitted right into Miami, huh?
Yeah.
Button-down shirts with some shorts.
Yeah. Miami Mike.
Yeah, with the hat.
Yeah.
Bucket hat going on.
Yeah. I like the fit.
Somebody said that's a DJ name. They're like, I sound like a DJ, Miami Mike.
No, that's so perfect, Miami Mike. I love it. Most of that stuff was either Lululemon or Viore, if anyone was wondering.
Yep. And they're, I wasn't really a fan of, for me, Lululemon, but they got some nice stuff, actually. They stepped their game up.
Yeah, and was perfect because the fabric was breathable.
Yeah.
So you didn't feel like, you know?
Yeah. Even though they're buttoned down, I didn't feel like claustrophobic.
Yeah, because it was stretchy, kind of and breathable, like lightweight, sweat wicking. So that was really good. Yeah. And yes, to answer your question, Nancy, or to comment, yes, my kind of people, yes, because we really thoroughly enjoyed those donuts. You saw us eat them. We were eating them right there on the vlog. We chowed down on those donuts.
I'm gonna say something here. I'm not gonna blast anybody, but I'm gonna say something. Something just hit me like a light bulb. We're the rare ones. Not too many people post. Not too many coaches, trainers, ever post what they eat on their cheat days.
The truth, yeah.
No, they never do.
No, they don't.
I guess I'm not going after anyone personally, but I'm just being honest. I just hit me like not one person, not one personal development coach, not the biggest names out there. Not one time do they post.
Yeah.
What they really eat off camera, like they're normal.
Yeah.
Like at least we're honest. But that's showing you guys that we know how to have balance.
Yeah.
That's what life's all about. It's a balance.
Yeah, and I didn't post the pizza, not for any reason other than I was just exhausted, but I would have. Did you post the pizza?
No, I was so exhausted,
I was so tired.
I wasn't thinking. I normally would.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid. I post what we eat.
No, but I literally posted our donut eating session on the vlog.
Yeah.
We were eating the donuts and
yes, you did.
Chatting it up with the vlog.
I saw that. And again, nothing. We're just teaching you guys balance. Now, for our new timer, our new clients, we don't recommend that. You're not there yet. But we know how to pull back. We know our bodies already.
We're not in and this is the difference, what I always tell people. Are you on your transformation journey or are you already there and in a maintenance journey? So there's a difference, and I want to actually go over this today a little bit. There's a difference between what we do and what we're coaching most of our clients to do. So what we do is we've already had our transformation journeys. We're not transforming. We stay within striking distance.
Yep.
So if we do little cuts and then little maintenance sessions and the little cuts, that's not a transformation. In fact, we could go into I could gain 15 pounds and you guys wouldn't even know if I didn't tell you. You wouldn't even notice. I could cut, and which most coaches they'll do that. They'll fluff up and go down, and they don't really advertise that to their clients also. But what we do is little cuts, and we float around maintenance. And so when you're in that phase, you have a little more flexibility. But when you're on your transformation journey, you got to focus on your transformation. All your attention has to go to your transformation. Can you have some hiccups and have balance and a cheat meal and here and there? Yes, but it all has to be very focused. It's it's a different process. And that, to your point, is why many coaches don't share, because they don't want their clients to do exactly what they do necessarily, because not everybody is there yet.
Yes.
And, a lot of times they want to do exactly what we do.
Or also, I know you've been very, how do I say, skeptical about talking about the fasting, because a lot of people don't have self-control when they come out of a fast. They then gets a license to go crazy and to overeat. They can't control their hormones.
Yeah. Or no, it's not. It's the opposite, actually, that concerns me more. It is the people that use fasting as a punishment for what they did already.
That's true too.
So because they'll look at like a plate of dessert and go, oh man, I shouldn't have it. No, I'm not going to have it. Okay, I'm going to have it. No, I'm not going to have it. You know what? I'll just fast tomorrow. And there goes. And then that's it. They'll lose all control.
Yes.
That's common.
So
we have to be very careful, because again, you just may not be there yet. Not everybody is there yet. It just depends on different levels. I have clients that are in different levels. So I have some that are not in a transformation journey. Some that are like, you know what? I'm fit, but I want to be shredded. I'm like, yeah, let's do it, baby. But then I've got other clients that like, they haven't even gotten to the other side yet. They don't even know what underneath their body fat yet. We're working on that journey. So everybody is different. And I'm in a different phase than, a lot of people are. So you have to listen to your coach. I mean, listen to us. We'll guide you. If I have a client who says, hey, I'm going on vacation, how should I handle it? I will tell them how to handle it based on where they're at.
Exactly.
Like we were talking about earlier, though, that's why, like, it depends. If a client says, what do I do if I'm on vacation? I'll give them my vacation protocol, like what I usually do. I'm like, look, let's put a pin in your progress, bump up your calories a little bit to allow for some flexibility, enjoy your vacation, and we got to get right back to it when you get back with my protocol, which is start your day with movement, start your day with high protein. But, you also want to live a little bit on a vacation be mindful, but without going YOLO. And that's kind of like what I have them do, unless they are someone who travels frequently. Then we have to work into a whole different, how do you adhere completely to your plan while you travel, if you travel for business. If you're going on conventions once a month and stuff, we got to figure out. Or you have a client that travels quite a bit.
It makes me nervous.
It's not a once a year vacation with your family to Mexico. It's like, enjoy the chips, enjoy a margarita, enjoy your tacos. Get your movement in, get a lot of steps in. We can make it work. But if you're traveling multiple times a year and you go off the chain every time and you go backwards, your transformation is going to take a very long time. That's why it's important to work with a coach and listen to your coach.
I know people think they could just do it on their own. They really do. And it just boggles my mind. It's like, dude, kick your fucking arrogance to the side and your pride and ego and get you a coach. It's more than just here's your macros and here's your diet plan or your macro plan. It's deeper than that. A lot of times we're talking you guys out of jumping off the bridge, falling off the ledge, and when you do, we have to reel you back in. I had a client, I had to reel him back in. He was falling off a little bit. He was starting to drown.
Yeah.
I had to throw my life jacket. Like
he stopped tracking. You know what? And that's so
we're not
funny.
doing that.
I talked to someone today, and I'm all listen. Like I'm always watching. I may not always be talking to you every single day, but I'm always watching. And if I see something. You're not logging. I mean, you logged only breakfast yesterday. You're going to hear from me like, hey. And that's what reels you back in.
Yes.
Is like it took you a few days to reel that client back in, but you got that client back in.
Oh, yeah. I said, we're not doing that, bro. Sorry. You didn't just hire me to, here's your plan and off you go. I'm watching you. I'll make sure you're on point.
We want them to be successful. I don't think.
I don't want to just take your money and be like, sayonara, peace. No. I want to get you where I know I can get you.
Right.
And I want you to believe that. And I want you to vision the new you where it's going to make you happy. Because they don't realize this feeling when you're fit and in shape. Like us even taking that picture on the beach in Miami with our shirts. I was shirt off. The confidence compared to my fat ass 10, 11, 12 years ago. You remember that? I wouldn't have done that. It was disgusting looking. I think I do have a picture in Miami with my shirt off. What was I thinking? That's horrendous. You were in shape, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I look terrible.
I think also it's important to understand that we're passionate about what we do. We want the transformations. We want the success we want to see everybody succeed that we work with. That's why we do this. There's a reason why there's a lot of influencers out there. They're not coaches. They're just fitness influencers. Why?
That's the difference.
Because technically, as a fitness influencer, I can make more money in a day talking about OneUp Nutrition than an entire month working with a client and coaching.
That's true.
It's a lot easier to make money on the commissions of influencing different products.
Yes.
So it's not for the money. It's for the passion of transforming people and getting them to walk this earth feeling like having this different cloak. It's like a cloak of diamonds, like it's just freaking amazing.
It is.
And because if we didn't have passion for it, we would have just little clickable, downloadable programs, and you just buy it, download it, and take it on your way.
Yeah, and it's like we're giving you a new life.
Yeah.
We're giving you a new lease on life. You're like, because a lot of people think like, especially our age, they just start tapping on giving up like, oh, well, I'm just almost 50 and this is just the way it is. I'm going to settle. No. If we flipped you and there's another level or two and you get to that level, you'll have a new lease on life. You'll be so supercharged. You'll want to conquer the world. You'll want to do anything. You'll want a new career, maybe be an entrepreneur, maybe a new relationship. It turns you into a whole new person. You are flipped from top to bottom, inside to outside.
Yeah, it really does. It changes so many different things. And that's what, we want. I mean, that's what we want to help you guys with. And to be honest, some people require a coach permanently.
100%. We know. I have a client right now. I think he requires a coach permanently.
Oh yeah, he would not. We save him from himself constantly. Some people require it.
I ride him hard, and I have to ride him hard.
It's kind of like some people, like say a rich kid who inherits a trust fund when he turns 18. He'll need financial advisors forever. To manage his money, or else he'll blow it.
He'll go crazy.
That's kind of similar. It's kind of similar. So some people can get their program and be good on their own. Yes. And then there's some people who they need to get into a rhythm and they need to, get into their routines. And then eventually 3, 6, 12 months, they'll be okay. But then there are some people that need the constant accountability for forever. Or else, and I have clients.
They're constantly falling down and we have to pick them up all the time. They fall off the horse and we're like, all right, get your ass back up.
And it's okay. It's okay. No matter what bucket you fall into, the important thing is that you identify it and act accordingly. Budget accordingly. If you're one of those people that always needs the accountability, budget accordingly.
Yeah.
Because some people do. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're happy that we are back on track with the episodes, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.